One of the club's favorite swords to use is the long sword, which dates all the way back to the 1200s. However, in his press conference today, he said he didn't forget to coach. He didn't come here to play, but he still has one hit left. Liam says he's able to shrug off the internet hate most of the time, but then he realized that social media is just not for him. Casilla admits that he's not able to throw as hard as he used to, but being the oldest player on the team, he wants to bring his winning experience back to where it all began. Hey, welcome into Cronkite Sports now on Facebook Live. I'm Troy Lynch. So we're in our last week of spring training. I know, it's sad, but opening day is just 9 days away, so that should make your Monday just a little bit better. We still have coverage of your favorite spring training teams from around the valley before they leave for another year. As you baseball aficionados know, that beards or long hair are normally for the postseason, but Colorado Rockies pitcher John Gray has let it grow beyond that time. Our clean-shaven Blaine McCormick shows why Gray's scruffy style is for more than just looks. Hey, welcome into HouseOfSparky.com. I'm Troy Lynch, and I'm alongside Arizona State running back Kalen Ballage, and we're here at Pac-12 Football Media Day here in Hollywood. Kalen, please tell me you're having a good time.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I just stay humble and continue to do what I've always done.
What helps you stay humble? Because I feel like in your shoes, that's pretty hard to do.
Nah, my roots.
I follow you on Instagram, and I would say without a doubt you have the best style on the team. True or false?
True.
True?
True.
January 24th, 2017. The Los Angeles Angels signed 31-year-old outfielder Eric Young Jr. Life was good for Young and his wife Victoria. EY signed with his 7th team, and their first child was on the way. But before the Youngs knew it, their lives would change forever. On January 26, just 2 days after Young signed with the Angels, Victoria gave birth to their first son. Their child was born 11 weeks premature. Eric and Victoria were only able to spend a night with their baby before he passed away the next morning.
Sadness, just heartbroken, not sure what the next step was.
It took EY about a month before he decided to share the news. That's when he built up the courage to stand up in the center of the Angels spring training clubhouse and tell his new teammates that they shouldn't be afraid to talk with him about the situation or anything that they're struggling with.
It really was just me kind of letting them know what happened, just so if I did have a down day, they wasn't alarmed. Then I just started talking from the heart, and ended up being, I guess, more of a motivational speech, and definitely wasn't planned. And I know a lot of the guys were appreciative. A lot of guys came and shared some of their stories with me that they've been going through.
You don't want to feel sad for people, but you feel sad for them. It was their first son. Like I said, having kids myself, you can only imagine what they're going through. Just a terrible, terrible thing.
No, EY was always a very mature kid, even when he was a youngster. And when you have a tragedy like that, you got to pick up the pieces. He'll continue to have the burden, but I think he's focused on being the best baseball player he can be, and we're happy to have him.
During those 4 weeks, Young and his wife mourned, but he said it was important to keep strong in his faith.
You want to hold on to something, and my faith was what I held on to and what I continually hold on to.
Fast forward to May 28th, still early in the regular season. Mike Trout tears a ligament in his left thumb and is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Young was called up to take his place, and 3 days later, something special happened.
That's hit out toward right. That's hit well. Markakis is back. That is gone. EY Jr. big fly.
At the services, when we laid our son to rest, the pastor reached out and told us in the service that one of the moments you hit a big home run this season, you're gonna look up to the sky, and that's your son looking down on you. And that was the moment right there. It just hit me. I just had that moment with my wife and was like, that's what our pastor was telling us that day, and it's pretty powerful for me, and just got overwhelmed with emotion.
Young was playing some of the best baseball of his career. In a span of 15 games, he hit 3 home runs, had 6 multi-hit performances, and had a batting average of .314.
Hits off the corner. This is going to do it. Drive home safely. Eric Young Jr. with a walk-off.
kept things in perspective, and I was just having a great time out there, having the ball. Wasn't really trying to, place Mike Trout. That wasn't even my thought process. I just wanted to take the opportunity and try to run with it.
Every time Young steps onto the field, he says he's playing for his son. And whenever he gets a hit, home run, or just makes a good play, he holds up 3 fingers, representing the name of his son, Eric Young III.
I'm gonna call him Trey and hold it up every game, say a prayer in center field before every game, hold it up to him.
And even through that tragedy, I think it just maybe made him and his wife stronger.
Young thinks so too. EY Jr. continues to tell his story and inspire people wherever he goes. And even with all the hurt, EY and Victoria still plan on having more kids.
Wanted to make sure we was in a good place to continue, but definitely was talks of expanding the family again. And so one of these days, the Lord will bless us with that.
In Tempe, Troy Lynch, Cronkite Sports Report.